What's going on, guys? Joker back again once again, and today we are back with more Destiny. But before we get started, go ahead and ninja the crap out of that like button. You already know that your support is appreciated. So crossing off things on my never-ending list of videos to do about Destiny, it looks like we have some leaked, rejected trailer storyboard art that has come to our attention. This storyboard art depicts maybe what looks to be the falling of the city, but what does that mean for our character? What does the falling of the city actually mean to us as players? In Rise of Iron, Bungie seems to be bringing back all the ways that we've killed bosses and ourselves throughout the years in this last hurrah before the long wait to Destiny 2. But how do you balance all of that when Destiny 2 comes out? Ideally, they would continue to try to outdo themselves, or reinvent the weapons of the past like they did with Suros' regime. That said, the destruction of the city is a great way to hit the reset button in Destiny. I mean, after all, the city is where we tend to store the vast majority of our stuff. And they could very well easily make the argument that the gear that we had on us was lost or destroyed when we tried to defend the city. Ultimately, though, we wind up pushed back to Fellwinter's Peak and start there from scratch. I can easily see why people might not like this idea. I mean, come on, guys. After all, nobody wants to lose their hard-earned stuff that they spent years gathering. That said, I would rather a narrative tie-in to the reason why I no longer have Galahorn, Thorn, the Last Word, or any of my other exotics and legendaries that I've collected throughout the years, as opposed to Bungie just going, well, it's a new game, here you go, we're resetting everything, you start from scratch, you still have your levels and your abilities, but none of your gear transfers over. One of the best ways, I think, of getting your players invested into a story and absolutely hating the villain of that story, is to do something that actually affects the players. And the only way a villain in the game can actually assault the players is by taking things from the player. And what matters more to a Destiny player than their hard-earned gear? I mean, you went through the raid, you got all the raid items, you finally got that raid helmet, you did this, that, and the other, and, well, now it's all gone. Now it's all for naught. And why? Because that cabal in that big ship came over your city and nuked the shit out of it. I mean, come on. Like, you'd want some revenge faster than fast. Now, I don't necessarily know how they'll tie that to new players who are creating the Guardian for the first time. That said, I do think if you're not playing Destiny 1, then you'll always wind up missing out on your first Eyes Up Guardian. So, there will always be this odd starting place for new Guardians in any true sequel. The loss of items and gear and equipment is something that we usually see in a Metroidvania type game, but it's also been used to great effect in things like Assassin's Creed 1, starting off with a taste of what it means to be OP, and then getting knocked back down to beginner. And again in Mass Effect 2 when the Normandy was destroyed and we died at the beginning. Don't worry, we got better. For those of you who didn't play Mass Effect, we got better. Another place that you see this destruction of the old and moving on to what's new is Bungie's own Halo 2. So, I don't think it's unthinkable that we'll wind up starting from scratch, but again, those are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below, and like always, stay frosty.